Welcome back to my garage. We are going to try to do some framing today for a build out at the back of my Subaru and just see where we get. I'm going to just play this by ear. I have some rough ideas in my brain and I have some rough measurements on paper and got some 2x2, some nails and some wood glue, and let's just see what happens. Alright, so I think I've got my frame built here for my floor. I just want to show it to you here real quick. See some longer ones at each of these little staves comes down and meets the floor at the level that it is. Just measured it, used a level to make sure that the bed was basically level for sleeping. The end pieces right here, you can see I put an L here on both sides, and that's just to resist the leverage of front to back. 2 screws, wood glue in each joint on the frame. These I did not put an L because primarily they're just compression force. Again, on the very end, these right here are at the very end and butt up against the some internal structure of the car. So again, I put an L there, just super stable, even with that little L there. So now I'm going to stick it in the car. So with this thing stuck in the car now, you can see it's pretty level. I'm going to take the level through it right now and just kind of make sure everything isn't majorly off, kind of as a double check, and I'll give you a little tour inside as well. So as you come in, you can see kind of some basic posts making the top surface well supported. I'm going to bring it around the door here now. You can see how that goes down and meets the floor. That comes up in the center. There's a little post. It sits in the center of the frame there. Again, other side. Right in front of the wheel well, I've got another post. And then, because there's not a lot of support in the back, I put some small posts in that long little distance there between the back hatch, where the old spare tire would have been at. I think I'm going to make a lift drawer in there. I think that'll be the simplest. And have to find some way to find some other support there, because I think I'm going to have some bowing plywood framing if I leave it that big, but we'll just see what happens. So right now I have a frame built. I have my sound dampening carpet installed. Same carpet as will be on top. It just is a black outdoor carpet, pretty cheap from Home Depot. It is the same thing I'll use for the finish on top of the drawers once they're built. And so I'm just going to give you a little bit of a closer look here. Just a quick little look inside here. There you see a 42 by 56 sheet that's going to cover the basic frame. Right now you see an RV tank. It's just a 5-gallon water tank. I'm just sitting there, haven't quite decided how I'm going to mount it, cushion it, and install my water pump. It's just an old water pump I got in the attic from a old application. And you can see how the fit works on the side by the wheel wells. You can see the lifter on the side, and that 3/8 inch plywood's going to come right back to the edge and give me just enough clearance for my drawer system to come out, which is going to be probably about 5 inches high. So this is how it looks in the front here with the support board and the frame, and then that's the sound dampening carpet. So I just want to give you a final little view before I start closing in my frame. In the back you can see there is a 35 amp hour power wheelchair battery, a 5-gallon RV tank with all the hookups. I have a little drain that runs out the bottom of the spare tire well, and it runs behind the heat shield, and there's like the little water pump waiting to be installed with a sprayer over there. You can see that I have pipe straps that hold in the water tank from both the front and the back, and then a pipe strap that anchors the battery down, some foam to control vibration, a little charge controller, 7 amp charge controller to charge the power wheelchair battery. As you come around the front here, you see kind of the front of the bottom of the framing. There's a little inverter waiting to be installed, and that'll happen as soon as I put the other decking on there. And in the front here, I decided to put a little bit of 3/8 inch plywood up front here to stop anything from flying forward while I'm driving. One of the coolest things I did was I used the original car anchors here, and I'll see if I can get in here and show you. And there's like just a little bit of a latch here, and that is what holds this thing in. It just goes down in, hooks, and it's good to go. The other anchoring of the bottom of the framing is through a pipe strapping to one of the original bolts. I put absolutely no holes in this thing. Everything can be taken out easily, and reinstalled the seats. Just another view from the back of the tank, and the fill and then air venting will come over there.